Okay, it's 7 o'clock, so we'll call the November meeting of the Jasper County Board of Zoning Appeals to order. First order of business, if everyone would please rise, face the flag, recite the national or the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. First item on the agenda, we do have a quorum. We got 3 members present. Dave and Austin are absent. But first item is the approval of the September 25 minutes. We did not have a meeting in October. So those were sent out, guys. Any pretty short meeting. Any questions or additions or anything? And if not, entertain a motion to approve.
Yeah, I motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve. All those in favor of approving the September 25 minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, minutes are approved. We have one cause this evening. Kelly, I assume that was meant to say BZA -10-25 on there. PC, but that's all right. Yeah, we got it. That's the right number, I'm sure. Christopher Gilmore, it's a variance in Barkley Township. So who do we have? If you come forward and make sure that mic is on. It should turn.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good.
Right now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's for the Zoom if somebody were to jump on.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I'm trying to get a variance for putting a garage and a tool shed on my property. I would like to put it closer to the road than the 100 feet. What I would like to do is put it 70 foot off of the road instead of the 100.
We had some maps that were sent and they're kind of fuzzy. Could you come up here and
Yeah.
show us, at least for me, I'm not sure what we're looking at here.
So, water outlet here. So here's my house,
Okay,
and I would like to put the garage in the front of the house, off to the side, and the tool shed over here. So obviously I don't have a long lane. I have the CRP ground is rented. So I figured out the exact size of the maximum size I could be, and that's why it's 75 feet here, and 70 would be the garage. Just trying to put the garage where eventually I can attach it to the house, so it's close enough to the house to have it attached.
right in his area
Yes,
here
correct.
and then this area here.
Correct. This one would be kind of in the woods area. I gotta take some woods out to do it.
Okay.
Um,
Scott, you see what he's doing?
Yeah, I got it here.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
there.
No, I think I'm good.
Roughly what size the shed you're putting up, the pole barn?
The pole barn would be approximately 60 by 80.
And the detached garage?
36 by 56, 3-car basically. I like a little extra room between the vehicles, so that's why it would be a little bigger.
And the detached garage, how far would that be from the house?
Approximately 15 feet
15 feet.
from corner to corner. The goal is there will be a attached porch in front of the house about 12 foot deep.
Gotcha.
So Mary, it says on the summary of the current zoning code, front yard setback for an A1 is 70 feet.
It is,
Okay,
but you take into consideration the road,
okay,
which is considered a 60-foot right of way, even though it's a 12-foot road, probably.
It's a gravel. It's 15, 18 foot wide.
so that makes the math work out there.
Yeah, that makes the 100.
Okay,
From the center of the road, not actual property.
gotcha. Okay. Any other questions for the applicant at this time? Anything, Matt?
That's pretty straightforward.
Okay, just kind of hang out there for a second. Anybody in the audience wishing to speak on this particular cause, again, BZA -10-25. No one online, right? Okay, all right, we'll close public comment. and bring it back for further discussion. There was development standards that were sent, the 3 questions there, or 3 statements anyway. Those were sent as well.
Do I need to read it?
If we get a motion here. So. Anybody
Yeah, I make a motion to accept.
make a motion to approve?
Mhm.
A second. Second. Okay, so we have a motion and a second. You have a copy of your,
I do.
okay, if you want to read we'll go one by one here, but if you want to read the verbiage from the standard and then your answer, and then we'll stop after each one.
Okay, so the approval of the variance will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, or general welfare of the community. No, it will not be.
Okay, so just something, is there anything you can add to that to give a little bit more of a substantial answer?
I mean,
Typically-
there's other buildings down my road that are actually closer than the 70 feet. I did a check and see. No one else is within half a mile of my house. The farm field is across the road. They've got a woods right across from me, and it's done by the dairy farm. So, I mean, in my opinion, the new buildings obviously are not going to deter anybody's value around me. If anything, it will obviously improve the value because I will have no equipment outside, anything like that. So,
Yeah, see, we want to kind of make that a little bit better of an answer. So,
Ask him a couple of questions.
yeah, Todd, go ahead.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
you're building these new buildings, is that gonna create any more traffic in and
No.
out of the place?
should not really create any more traffic. My equipment, I have some of it already there. I already have vehicles and stuff. It's just me and my wife. So I mean, it's not really gonna. I don't feel it's gonna in the near future anyway change any travel or anything like that. No more vehicles.
Gonna use the existing driveway to get in and out of your garage?
So there is for the garage, yes, exactly. I'll use the existing driveway. And then there is a farm drive that I plan to use for the shed itself that's already there.
Okay.
So
So if we have that in the minutes, is that, I think, okay? Okay. Okay. All right, so those are captured in many good questions, Todd. All those in favor of number 1, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, go on to number 2.
all right, so the value of the area adjacent to the property, including the variance, will not be affected in the substantially adverse manner. No, not at all. If any, it will actually improve the property value because my vehicles and, as I said, my equipment will all be inside the buildings instead of, outside at the house. So
All those in favor of number 2, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and
uh,
number 3, go ahead.
the strict application and terms of the ordinance will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property. To make the house more aesthetically pleasing and in the future to attach the garage to the house, the shed, like I said, is as close as I could put it to the field that is already rented in CRP ground.
All those in favor of number 3, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And all those in favor of adopting these development standards as facts, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so approved. Okay. Thank
That's all
you.
you need me for then. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Okay, that was our only cause. Next meeting, Mary,
Number 15.
December 15th. What's that?
I've heard that maybe they would like it possibly to get fairgrounds because the planning commission at their last meeting.
Mm.
Continued north from. But I don't, nothing's been established in any way.
So whatever the planning commission does, that's what we'll do. So location to be determined.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have something on the agenda?
Not at
Not
this
yet.
meeting.
Because I'm gonna be in Omaha.
We'll make
Thanks
it-
for letting us know.
Yeah.
We don't have anything currently.
Okay.
Like, don't know of anything.
Okay.
This way.
Okay.
No.
You guys got anything else? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. Second.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, good meeting you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know, so. All right.
Well,
I really wouldn't promise, get it all figured out, but at least we're. Yeah.
A minute here, people want to show it, that, there's nothing there. Oh, I'm not there. Yeah.
I think we're just missing Scott and Dave, right? Okay, and this Dave, Scott and Dave's it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
You know, even just sitting back and just.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we'll call the November meeting of the Jasper County Plan Commission to order. We do have a quorum, enough members present to act. First item on the agenda is approval of the October 25 minutes. That was a lengthy meeting, as you all remember. So if there's any edits or anything, bring those forward at this time. Otherwise, entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved. If nobody has anything, I went through everything.
5 minutes.
Second.
Seconded by Todd. All those in favor of approving the October 25 minutes signify by saying aye. Opposed? Okay, minutes are approved. So we have two causes. We're going to hear those concurrently here. So it's PC 20-25 and PC 21-25. John James Lonergan, care of Rick Brunton, right there. Right. And rezone A1 to A2, and then a primary approval for the one lot subdivision. So we'll hear those concurrently, but if there's motions, they'll be separate. So it's in Newton Township. Go ahead.
Can I
Yeah.
disclose something before you start?
Yes.
Just wanted to disclose to the commission that I actually represent Rick in the estate, although I did not know about this application till Kevin brought it to my attention, asking about the conveyance or something like that. So
Okay.
anyway.
Thank you, Todd. Go ahead, name and address for the record.
All right, Kevin Sayers with Turning Point Surveying, 610 South Bow Lake, Demott. I represent Rick Brunton on this and the Lonergan subdivision. It's an existing home at 8057 West, 100 South. And like I said, there some survivorship affidavits need to be taken care of, some estate stuff to be transferred around. So, but we're taking care of all that together. But really it's the existing house we're trying to split off according to what's actually used as the homestead. There's that little cutout in the southwest corner. That's actually a field. But really that's about it. We're just trying to make a different, it's cut off by the railroad tracks currently. So in order to do this split, we've got the rezone to get it a smaller two acre lot here. It's 2.1 basically. And the one lot subdivision to ensure it's buildable in the future if anything ever happens to the house or they want to build a barn or anything like that. So to make it a legal split. We were gonna include the area behind it, but it's, we really don't want to, want a house behind a house right now. We had a lot of discussions about that. I mean, it kind of It's not really what we want to do at all. We'd rather that just all remain farmland. If somebody were to do that, they'd have to come back and ask for permission for that. So that's basically it. That's pretty.
Any questions for the applicant on this one? Again, for either cause.
So it's just a one lot subdivision.
Correct.
You got something, Mary?
Well, it's noted on there that the 6.941 acres remaining would be unbuildable without approval of the plan commission.
Okay.
It's got, railroad right of way, and like Kevin said, it's trying to be a house behind a house, and it's just not good planning in my opinion.
Just goes back to a point. Doesn't leave a lot of nice area to build.
Any other questions or anything?
Seems like we're, is it just really want to make a split like across?
It-
Grassy area.
The grassy area. They want to go from the trees on the west side. There's a row of pine trees there already.
The straight line across?
Well, it kinks up and then a little.
Follow the grass.
Oh, yeah.
Where
there?
the access to the field is still.
Correct.
Way I'm looking
Access
at it.
field remains on the railroad track side.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Right.
Any other questions for the applicant at this time?
You got that?
Oh, yeah. I kept reading this, I'm like, where? Oh, that's why I was like,
Remember,
triple check. You're good, thank you.
No further questions. We'll open it up for public comment. I don't see anybody. Rick, you got anything? Just checking. Nobody online, right? So we'll,
Well, there was one. Hope we still have her now.
well, we'll close public comment and bring it back to the plan commission here for further questions, discussion, and or a motion. And again, just for clarification on the approval of the one lot subdivision, we would have a motion. We would go through the findings of facts on in chapter 20.90 there, if we get to that point. So.
I'll make the motion to approve the application as presented.
Support.
So is that for let's do one at a time, the rezone? Let's start the rezone. Okay. Moved and seconded to approve the rezone. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So that goes with approved with a favorable recommendation to the commissioners. What's the date?
December.
Third. Or first. Monday the first.
There you go.
December 1st. Okay. Okay, and that leaves us the approval for the one lot subdivision. And again, if we get a motion, we'll go through the findings of facts.
I'll move on that as well.
Motion by Vince to approve, seconded by Jake. So we'll go through these one by one and vote as we've done before. So number one, the subdivision of land is consistent with the Jasper County Comprehensive Plan. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Number two, subdivision of land satisfies the development standards of chapter 20.60 Jasper County Code subdivision types. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Number three, the subdivision of land satisfies the standards of chapter 20.70 Jasper County Code design standards. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Number four, subdivision of land satisfies any other applicable provisions of the Unified Development Code. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And number five, the subdivision of land satisfies the construction requirements of Jasper County's construction standards. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. So it's, that's approved. That does not go to the commissioners,
The rezone does.
the rezone, but not the,
Correct.
so that's contingent on the commissioner's approval of the rezone. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What else we got? Next meeting, you said was December 15th, location to be determined.
Well, if it hasn't been brought up to you, then I think it must have went by the wayside.
I would not be an objection to putting it at the fairgrounds.
There's a couple issues to take into consideration, though I don't know how we would zoom that out there.
I think Zoom is only applicable where it's available.
That, you're right, what exactly.
Sound system was an issue. wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Right,
Yeah.
it's just that for one of that size.
Right.
People would appreciate the Zoom link, but yeah, I don't
I mean, we,
know how they're
So-
having a laptop sitting there.
That,
just to clarify things, I mean, I thought we made it pretty clear, there will be no applicant speaking, no public comment. We got through that in the last meeting. We will just be finishing the
Our
continuation of our meeting.
I thought that the applicant was to clarify things for you. I thought that was what the whole thing was, because you wanted to know what
Why
their
you wanted to
intention was,
rezone.
and I thought that's what was done.
Well,
But again, if that comes, then I think you need to open it up.
need to reopen for public comment.
sure, but that would be, okay, then I guess I misunderstood that.
Well,
I mean, they stood up there and fumbled and stumbled
I
all
know.
over themselves. And like the way that was left and the research I think that most of us have done. I mean, I would love to hear from the rest of the board on how they feel on things. But I feel like I just feel like they were unprepared. They didn't have, I mean, we require things from all, you showed that to them, Kent, on all applicants, and for them to just be able to come to the table and be able to kind of pull the wool over our eyes the way that they did. I know where I stand on
That's-
things.
I understood you. But
Yeah.
I thought that was asking them to come back with.
If they want to reapply, I thought,
Oh.
I mean, I thought.
And I
we were
guess
continuing it.
I understood
Yeah,
it
and we need to
as that,
discuss
that
it.
we could do research on our own, we
Mm.
can't sit here in a meeting on a Monday night and do any substantial research of anything.
Right.
Correct.
Is it okay if something was brought to Mary's attention that could be distributed? Is that?
Kosher.
We,
All right, that'd be a different.
we don't want to allow the applicant to be able to speak and not the public. I
For
get that.
sure,
I
for
get
sure.
that.
Yeah.
If you've done research and you've taken other information in, even if it's on your own, that is gonna, have an effect on your decision making. I think the safe thing to do is to allow the applicant to respond to that. Is.
Well, we could ask them questions.
And,
That's,
and if they do. There's probably a fine line, but then you almost have to open
Yeah.
it back up for public comment.
That's how I feel too.
Based on what's being said.
They didn't even tell us what their intentions were,
Right.
period, straight
Right,
up.
right.
They just kept saying, well, your book says that you have the plan. And
Well,
we're like,
they
okay,
backed
well,
up once a few people kind of called them out on some of the newspaper articles and different things along those lines. But we got that email from Ashley Williams,
Well.
and that was
that was
given to
what
you.
Read.
Yeah, that was given to you like at 4:30 that day. So, then you emailed that to us and I absorbed that a little bit more and kind of researched a little bit more. And I thought that was a great article that she put out, by the way. I thought she made some really valid points. And then just looking into a couple different areas and a few, I talked to a handful of county surveyors that are dealing with this stuff and just tried to absorb what they're going through. Just to get a grip on some things and understand what is going on here. And then them just coming to the table and trying to pull the wool over our eyes wasn't a very good feeling for me. Just being a representative of the people, that's who we're serving. If they want to propose a new application, I mean, I feel like they proposed their application. They're gonna come in here and give us a different story. Then what are we looking at? Then what are we looking at? You know what I mean? Like if that's what we're talking about. if they're
Is there a period of time, Mary, that they can't reapply? I know on some of
I
these things.
believe our
it says
code
up
says
to
it's a
12
year.
months.
It's a year, I
No,
believe, is what our
it
code
is.
says. But secondly to that, you continued it
Right,
to December 15th.
exactly. Right.
So.
To absorb this, to put our heads together,
what-
to do our homework,
Say.
The crowd might be a little smaller because you did tell them there would be no more public.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought we said. And I
But we
thought
also
that
said
went for
that
the applicant too.
Would not be able. to
Right.
Yes.
remember that. They
And
would
that's
not
what
be
I'm
able
saying,
to
unless
start
they're presenting new information to us, which I think that they would have to reapply, just in my opinion.
Yeah, and I
That's
think
how
you're
I
right,
feel.
That's a good
because
point.
It was available to present then.
And I just thought we were coming in to make a decision on what we heard, in the last meeting on that.
presented to us as well.
Right, right.
And if it's just a situation where you were clarifying some of that and, doing a little bit of research, I don't think you're gonna get over it. But, maybe you want, if that's a situation where you're just gonna come in and call it to a vote, for a motion. If the board wished to, you could probably also vote to, I'm not suggesting you should one way or another.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying,
Vote
yeah.
To decrease or lessen that 12-month period. That you want to reapply in 6 months and you understand what our concerns are now, we don't even know what you want to do.
Sure, so that's a possibility that we could revamp that timeframe. If,
I don't know.
so they could give us some clarity on what they're proposing to do for this rezone.
I don't see any specific legal problem.
Okay, okay.
Yes, that's what I need clarification for too, is I thought we were postponing it because those two gentlemen didn't seem to know what they were wanting rezoned for.
And I felt like they would have went on forever.
outside of the kindness of their heart to be compliant with the comprehensive plan.
And good neighbors.
And yeah, and they
Forgot
kept,
that part. Thanks, Mary.
So I mean,
they kept backing up. I mean, you asked some very valid questions. I think there was a couple of us that you made some good points. I thought Dave Webb made a couple good points.
so
The way the motion reads, which we just approved, it says Vince Urbano made the motion to continue the application, or the way it was wrote. Vince Urbano made the motion to continue the application to the regular scheduled meeting, December 15th, 2025, 7 PM. This will not be open to the public for more comments,
That's what I understood.
since comments were closed.
And I would say that
doesn't
the
say-
applicant
No,
is in
the
with
applicant
that too.
can't speak either.
Because it just wouldn't be fair to have them come up and say anything.
I think Todd's point is, so it's continued. The cause comes up on the agenda and it's essentially,
It's a vote.
it's a
It's a
vote,
vote.
or nothing. We don't have to do anything, but we do nothing.
Then it goes to the
If you
commissioners
do
that
nothing,
way.
it goes, it was a rezone, right? It does-
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be.
Just not,
No
not,
recommendation.
no recommendation.
Yeah.
That would still go.
Without them having another opportunity, would it be proper for us to be able to grill them and, let them respond to our questions, wanted to ask more?
Well, that's what we're kind of saying, that then, that's new information and we're not giving the public a chance to.
So
You digest
public
that.
had was what was available.
Was what we
in
had.
their application of what you guys
Yeah.
had.
So the key.
Okay, if they're fighting too much, then it's too late.
Well, because we agreed to continue the application. And that was just the application, which
it was
we
presented
could,
to us. Yeah.
yes.
Basically,
So that's
continue
that.
the meeting
Whatever was
as-
tabled was that,
Yes.
right? I mean,
Yeah,
because
you
of
did-
that's
the-
how I-
to amend
Yeah,
their
that's-
application. So
Mhm.
it's what it was.
Mhm.
It's the application.
We just continued our process right from
We
there.
did not allow them to amend the application, and just said,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was, you were essentially just continuing, it sounds like your decision. Right,
Yeah.
if you weren't gonna take any more, excuse me, any more public comment or.
We
any
had
more
closed
in front of the
everything.
applicant.
so.
Can we
so-
legally do that? Continue an application and then close public comment on the continuance
Yeah,
with those
We
stipulations? Okay.
stated it. And like you said, they had their opportunity to present their case, that was their moment, because every piece of information they had, they did. So like you said, once we postponed it, so we could educate ourselves on the zoning. And we just, December 15th, because it's stating that, no, there's nothing coming from the applicant, there's nothing coming from the public, we're just.
And I guess another question for the board is, has everybody had time to kind of review things and absorb some of this stuff and educate yourself on some of these things? So we can have a legitimate, I mean, I would almost like to, if there are things that stand out, it'd be great to, you know, maybe pass a few of those back and forth between ourselves.
Yeah, you can have
So,
discussion.
so we can, like, just know how we're coming in, you know, I'd like to know how Todd feels about this. What did you get? What did you
Said
get?
we can
Ben?
have a
Like,
discussion, but it can't be,
You can't
you know,
say, well, I talked.
I talked to
Sure,
Metzko the
sure.
other day and I found this out and.
Yeah.
No, and I'm saying like even through couple emails, I mean, we're a board, can't we
Is that
have
legal?
business that way or?
Yeah, that was a question. I had
That's a lawyer
with Mary.
question.
Well,
Or is that- and that-
I thought was interesting, like you said, that's what I shared with Mary. I'm like, can you, the lady that came in and chimed in at 4:30, you asked Mary to share that with all of us.
Yeah.
I found an article that I thought was beneficial. So that's a conversation I just had with Mary. If I send you that article, can you then share it with
That's
everybody?
what I'm kind of saying. Is there
Because I
anything that
feel, you
stood
know,
out that?
How does that work?
Is
Todd?
that
Yeah.
legal?
That's a question.
You're earning your keep tonight, Dad.
Well, I mean, technically, you're sharing information that wasn't, let's go back to the email. This lady emailed and she had an article referenced in there.
And
That
she-
kind of was something that came in.
She wasn't on Zoom. She read the entire thing.
On record.
It's in-
On
it's in-
record. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not the article. You mentioned-
What I emailed is exactly what she read to us.
Oh, okay.
that night.
Word by word.
Yeah.
But then.
And I thought we were postponing it to go do our homework. So my point is did anybody gather anything doing their homework?
That's what I'm
You know what I
asking
mean?
about.
Yeah.
I did,
That's
I,
yes.
yeah,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
the newspaper did an article on this whole situation 2 weeks prior to our meeting. So I sent this to Mary, I'm like, can we legally, can she then share the article information regarding the subject to all of us?
Which I asked Todd that, and what his reply at the time was, is that I could, but then when they come to the meeting, they have to disclose that they got that and that they've read that.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, the problem is then you're relying on information that wasn't presented at that public hearing.
So.
Cause I'm doing my.
So I guess this is where I fall on that too. So they got some of our officials to sign an NDA to go have closed door meetings that we know nothing about as a plan commission. Can we do the same thing and go have our meetings and they don't have any information based off of what knowledge that we're sharing with each other so we could present as a unified body as well? Because they're coming to us, they know exactly what they're coming to us for. And you know exactly what they were trying to do the other night, the last meeting, they were trying to pull the wool over our eyes. I mean, that's the black and white situation of it. And that's how I've conducted business here for 20 years now, being your county representative. And without, we make all of our constituents give us a reason why you're asking for this. They should have to follow the same rule of thumb. In my opinion, that was number one. And then number two, like when I feel like you're lying to me up there, I'm automatically I'm not hearing anything else you're saying. You know what I mean? Cause I know what's going on behind the scenes. I've talked to some of these people and I know a hell of a lot more than what you guys think about what's going on up there because they're having to share things with me because they're trying to eliminate some of the county infrastructure that's on their land and reroute things and vacate things. And I've gotten these maps. I've gotten some of these things. You didn't see me standing up and calling them all out on that kind of stuff. Right? I don't want to create trouble for all of us. We don't need any more on our shoulders than what we already have. But my point is, I think most of us, common sense wise knew exactly what was going on in that room, during that meeting.
And you can't avoid having some of this information come to your attention.
Sure.
Outside the meeting.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Especially depending on your position.
Right.
With the county or with
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
And that's just the nature of what it is. And doing your own homework, I think that's kind of, you do your site visits. A lot of you drive by some of these sites, whether it's BZA members or planning commission. Yeah, that's okay. Because how are you gonna have a big picture if you don't do things like that? A newspaper article, yeah, I don't know, that's a big problem even sharing. It's if it gets into, well, we've discussed this, outside the meeting and come to this conclusion, that's the problem.
Okay, so you could.
That's a
share
violation of the
article
open door.
As long as everybody doesn't
Everybody.
email responses back regarding the article, it's just simply, I want
To
you to look at
absorb.
this article and I'm gonna drop it off and just read it.
I
As long
think,
as we don't all comment.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm listening to what Todd's saying, and I guess when I left the meeting, just boiling it down, we were at a certain point in the meeting. I have it written down right here, every meeting that
Have a right to be here.
Sure.
Now,
Yeah.
what is the true head count on this room? Because I think we were over capacity last.
we
week.
were,
Oh,
we
yeah.
were outside.
We
Yeah.
had people outside with the windows open.
Right. So is there a fire code violation in there? that we need to- That's what I thought too, but I hadn't seen it written down.
It's back.
Is that something we need to be concerned about if somebody
Used to be.
brings that to our
What
attention?
it was, so.
Something we need to be leery about? I'm just asking the question.
Well, no, it's about the point.
You get one raunchy individual who wants to make us think about it, it won't take much. What's that? Well,
Well, we have used the judge's chamber, I don't know which judge, but
Yeah,
the judge's chamber before at the courthouse. I know when my dad sat in this position, the dairies and everything, they used the auditorium at the high school.
Mhm.
Huge meetings.
yeah, yeah.
I remember that.
We've used the fairgrounds, but I think it was Garrett DeFreeze's sound and audio equipment.
Yeah, it was.
Probably
You're right.
You know, so
legitimate.
If we don't, if they can't hear us, that doesn't look.
No,
It's easy enough. If you have prior permission, if you were gonna announce the meeting in the commissioner's room, like where we used to meet. And you see there's gonna be too many people there, you could announce because you're already in the meeting, that we're gonna move it to circuit court or whatever.
That's what,
Right,
yeah,
right.
just go downstairs.
You're already right there in the building. But you'd have to have that set up ahead of time.
Apparently they didn't put it back after they redid this. Not a.
Yeah. Violation of the violation.
So Ryan, you're commissioner. I mean, I think that, you know, what can we do? What do we need to do as a county to?
I could talk to one of the judges and see if that can be a backup plan. If we put it back at the courthouse, we gotta have more, I don't know what the
We
judge.
did that for the wind. I know. at least-
is it that much bigger? It's really not. It's really not.
I don't know.
As far as capacity.
That was when we were in the commissioner's room, which it was
Yeah.
tight in there.
Small.
Yeah.
I don't know what the capacity counts. I think it's 35 upstairs, isn't it, in the commissioner's room?
It's not much.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know what.
I mean, it's more here, I would imagine.
But if we
I mean, we could,
burst the bubble on this thing.
we
it's-
could take a few tables out and put a few more rows of chairs in as well, if we needed to, I guess. You know, we just with our board, we don't need those end tables, sorry, Kelly, but we could move down. You know, on
This is gonna be straight to the point. They'll be disappointed that we get, call it straight to the point, we're done.
and that's what I'm saying. I
Have a
mean,
nice day.
why organize everything
Well,
out there? And it's,
Thanks for
if
coming.
we're here to make a decision and we're out of here.
Well, the other thing to consider is these meetings are Zoom now, when they
Yeah.
probably weren't before.
Right,
No,
exactly.
Option for online.
It just became a
Attendance.
requirement last summer.
Just leave her here then.
If it's
Yeah.
here. Yeah, if it's not here, I don't know how we'd zoom.
Right,
it.
right.
Very good in it, but
Right.
it's just.
Are there more?
Up there about AI.
You're gonna do whatever.
Pardon?
Is there more chairs in the rest of the building?
I think you see it, what you got.
There got stack of chairs there, and that's all I'm aware of. Like there's 7 there.
If there was gonna be public comment, I would be more concerned about moving it.
That's fine.
I'll
I
give
mean,
my
they said
chair
people
up.
stood for 2 hours, so
Right.
they were
Yeah.
trying to stand, they'll be quicker.
And if it looks like an unmanageable situation, we can continue it
Again,
to a different venue
Yeah.
and continue to get it.
That's fine.
I think we'll do that.
I mean,
that'd be
last
fine.
time You also had,
But
Was
40,
there-
40.
But I think there's some validity
There'll be
to
police presence.
making sure, I think there's some validity to making sure we have a backup because
Yeah.
we were to a point last time
Yeah,
where
for sure.
if Kenny Hahn walked in here, we'd have probably been a little bit in trouble.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I meant
Good,
capacity in this room is more than the number of chairs.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But, I don't know.
What's up here?
I
I
just think
don't
that's just
know.
a good
Well,
beyond it.
Right, exactly.
I know they figure it on square footage.
Right.
I was thinking it was 75 people, but
Okay.
going off memory, so.
Very good discussion. I think we got a plan. Mike, anything to add to all that? Anything?
We
From a
have-
city
we haven't
standpoint?
met. We haven't met since I was here.
Okay. I appreciate you being here again from the city, so representing, so. Anybody else got anything? Next meeting, is, like we said, 15th.
Yeah.
It'll be here.
Did we determine whether I can or cannot, should or should not send out newspaper articles that have been brought to my attention?
Please do.
Where I understand it, you can send it out, but we can't discuss
We can't go back and forth on it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be no discussion.
Yeah, no,
Other than procedural, basically.
Yeah.
Should be okay if you crowd
Oh.
it. And so it's public information that anybody. can
Right.
think.
Before the first meeting?
Yeah.
What if it's been published after the?
I got 2 articles sitting on my desk were published. before
I
the
think
first
that
meeting,
gets a
so.
little dicey, doesn't
Well,
it?
I got one, right?
There's a lot of articles out there. Oh,
If it
Right.
came out last meeting,
If it was
I'd love that.
after the first meeting, I'd be more concerned.
I'd love to have any public officials come and
Now, if someone happens.
Talk to
find it
everybody,
on
too.
their own, But doesn't discuss it.
Right.
They're weekly, pretty much,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes daily.
Hourly.
I just
Yeah.
found it very interesting how specific some of the details were on the article that she's gonna share with you, that our 2 gentlemen had no idea about, like, it's pretty well spelled out, I mean, everything.
It was all right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, in the days, I'm like. if
That's,
you can share this-
that's all part of their plan. It's all part of their plan.
Well, and then I was upset because my son works with, comes across contractors and they're putting bids on a job. I'm like, the job, what do you mean? Nothing, there is no job. He's like, there's one out on this right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
Like Vince says, proposed use is something you can certainly consider.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Making the recommendation, and if you don't have one.
The-
or you-
The transparency just between us and the taxpayers is huge, I think. You know.
Absolutely.
So-
okay, entertain a motion for adjourn.
So move.
Moved by Vince, second.
Second.
Seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.
is that why you think you guys in there?
Yes. If we were asking them.
Needs to.
Well, at first-
Probably will be.
No, I thought it-
Unsafe building.
You got a light bulb?
No. Unsafe building.
One that